what sort of ideas and things you've seen in the past that also worked in that domain?
In the viral marketing space. Okay, so one of the things obviously, so you have to be on Twitter. This is absolutely crucial. Only because a lot of things, really interesting things happen on Twitter. One of which is, if you have a lot of competitors, chances are there will be people on Twitter that are complaining about your competitors. And that's a really amazing opportunity for you to reach out to them and say, hey, I totally agree with you. They do kind of suck. You should sign up for us. And by the way, here's a discount code. And there's so many people out there just doing that, just complaining about competitors or how they're not doing a good job. And this is your opportunity to reach out to those people and make them aware of a better service that's out there. So that's one of the things we do. We're constantly monitoring different streams. And here's where the language thing comes in, right? So you should be monitoring Twitter streams in all the languages that you're targeting, and also the different terminology that people are using. So just go to yourself and think about and brainstorm, like, what kind of things can would someone who would be talking about my product or service, what kind of things would they be writing and explaining, and basically monitor those Twitter streams. Maybe you want to use TweetDeck, maybe you want to use Hootsuite, whatever it is, and basically reach out to those people. And build up a following over time. So, if you're in the survey industry, so one of the things that we do is we give out a lot of cool stats, like 40% of bloggers do this, or 22% of males between this age do this other thing, and it's all relevant to our industry. And so over time, people think of you as an authoritative person in that industry. And of course, besides competitors complaining, sometimes, occasionally, obviously everyone in your audience is super awesome companies and no one would ever complain about anything they do, but hypothetically speaking, if someone does complain about something that you do, here's your opportunity to jump in and fix it, and if you do fix it, people get really impressed. And there was this one time that we had a situation like that where one of our customers wasn't happy with this particular feature being in a higher plan, and it didn't make sense to him because it was such a core feature. Why would you have to pay so much more to get this one little feature? And, we looked at his tweet, and it was probably like 12:30 p.m. after midnight, and we looked at it, and we said, this guy's actually right. It makes sense. It shouldn't be. And so we actually switched that on the fly, and we sent him a message, you're right. We switched it. Now it's part of the lower plan. Now you have it, and so does everyone else. And that really made him happy. But then it turned out that he was like one of the lead guys at Evernote, which is obviously a pretty famous company. And so he wrote a big blog post about this thing, and that got us a lot of traffic. And so when you do nice things for people on the web, it's so easy to share it because it's a retweet, or if someone writes a blog, and if there's someone who has a following, it can be pretty impactful. And obviously you want as many of these link backs because that increases your domain authority, and which increases your search engine rankings, and it's just all around really good. So I would just say that if you're not on Twitter, get on Twitter today. If you're enterprise software, if you're consumer software, it doesn't matter. You should be monitoring Twitter all the time. Once you figure it out, then you can outsource it and you can have another company work on it. But to figure these things out, you should be on there and I guess addressing that area.